You may have seen her from Chirs Brown's music video. I remember when I got the call that came in and they were like, it's Chirs Brown and they want Tabitha.
I was like, what the
KSI's music video.
Yeah, KSI's funny. Chunkz was my favorite. It was like really easy to play that role. I hadn't met him before he sat down. It was like, okay, now be in love. I just met him. Like, I don't even know his real name. I'm still very much an introvert. I think I've trained myself to be an extrovert when I need to be. Like all these opportunities kind of came open. Like I was flown out to LA and Vegas for Chris's birthday party. Do you know what I mean? I've had a few comments on Instagram like monkey emojis. Last year, I remember it was like the first like racist encounter I'd actually had in my adult life. And I was like, this is so alien to me, but soon you'll find me everywhere.
Have we started?
We have, yeah.
Okay. I like that for the intro, if I'm being totally honest.
Hallelujah, praise the Lord.
Hallelujah. Christ. Have we found a new intro?
Well.
We have. Hallelujah, praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
You should do one of those things where you just kind of hold hands and pray at the
Ooh,
start.
that's a good idea.
It's kind of a vibe.
I love
Is
that.
it? Are you religious?
No.
Ah.
Would
I
never
was
have guessed.
christened.
Were you? What did you say?
Would never have guessed.
He's rude.
Oof.
He's rude.
Yeah.
Are you religious?
I'm not religious, but I was christened.
She can't even
Christened.
speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. You're
My
christened,
mum used
yeah?
to take me to church. She was like, "You're going to church?"
So,
Gave up.
Yeah.
She was like, "This girl's lost. This
What?
girl's lost for real." She gave up.
What age were you like, nah, I'm not doing it?
Do you know what? I think it's when she bought a couple of kittens. I was like, kittens, God.
Mm.
Kittens.
I mean,
I wanna
it's no
spend
question,
all the time
really.
with the
Yeah.
kittens.
Kittens or God.
what a
You decide.
vote key. Which do you think would win? If we were to put this on the
Kitten
BAME
or
Instagram,
God?
like as a poll.
Kittens.
I think we definitely wouldn't. I think we would not win. I think we'd lose.
We,
'Cause
yeah.
we get cancelled.
Yeah.
Kitten or God?
How did we get here?
I don't know, but we kind of started.
Let's
now.
start. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it feels a bit off
No,
not
you have
saying
to.
and go.
Go on.
And go.
There you go.
Thank
Halfway
you.
through an episode.
Halfway through this quick 6-minute episode.
Yeah, it's a quick 6-minute episode. Because
Perfect.
everyone was late to let us in. But we're here now.
I was the one person not late.
We've not even introduced you yet. Causing trouble already.
She's caveating.
Absolutely. She didn't even let us do our thing where we normally just have a little chat.
Just do it then.
And they just
She
sit there.
What are you waiting for?
I like you.
Like you, girl.
Okay, all right. Tag
alrighty.
team. Tag team behaviour. All right, cool. Okay.
It's a weird thing to say.
All right.
It is weird, isn't it? I used to
Yeah.
say that a lot, but like in the non-sexual way, and then I was
How's
just
tag
like,
team sexual?
He's inexperienced.
I
for
think I
real.
am. In the tag team life, yeah, I am experienced. What's going on?
Cut the cameras.
cameras.
I'm not doing this. This isn't what I signed up for.
Jesus. Is
not-
there a tag team thing?
Yeah.
Where you're like,
Well-
psh, and then the other person takes over. I'm a bit tired, mate. You go in.
I choose not to speak.
So, welcome, Tabitha. Thank you so much for joining us.
Regretting it
Sensational.
already.
Yeah, as you should.
Yeah.
But you're here now, so we're gonna have a little chat.
Yay.
Yeah. how
She's
you
already
feeling?
started talking, though. Sorry to interrupt you. She already started talking, so.
Yeah. Let it go, though. Yeah. It's
I'm
okay.
trying to.
I know. It's
We
all right.
normally do a thing.
I know we normally do
Why
a
don't
thing,
you
but we
just do the
also,
thing?
but we
You
also,
can't.
it's,
You're
you know what
talking.
it is? It's because we didn't start with and go, and that is normally our like starting
Thrown us
point,
off.
how we start it off.
Right.
So the whole thing just got thrown off from the
Yeah,
beginning.
yeah.
It's all chaos.
It's all right.
but it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's
We're
fine.
open to new things.
We are.
We're
We
open
are.
to change.
Mhm.
Marcus has wanted a new intro for a while. This is what happens.
This is what happens when you try
So-
and mix things up.
Yeah, exactly. So
get
you happy
fucked
now
up.
that we've got a new intro?
Not really.
Yeah, well,
Because
there you
Tabitha
go.
talked all over it.
Well-
Sorry, I didn't introduce you as Tabitha. Sorry, this is Tabitha.
I introduced her a little while
Did
ago.
you?
This episode's
Oh.
chaos.
It's chaos. I love it. So you may have seen her from Chirs Brown's music video. Uh huh. You may have seen her from KSI's music video.
Whoop whoop.
Mm-hmm. You may have seen her from
Various music videos.
various music videos.
People in the background of films, just like
There you go.
My 1 second.
Hey. And you may see her in Barbie.
You will see me
Hey.
in Barbie.
Will see her in Barbie.
Yes,
She's
you will.
5'10".
You can't miss me.
Mixed race.
You're 5'10". Are you really? Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't clock that when you came in.
Really?
Yeah,
What are you trying to say about her?
just tall.
I just have a
Okay.
short presence for her.
No,
Big
I got a bit of a platform on these trainers. Do you know what I mean?
You do. You actually do. They are cute, girl.
Thank you.
I like
Do you
them.
want to swing them up for the camera?
I'm
Swing
not that
up.
flexible. What do you mean swing up like my leg up here?
Yeah, for the camera. I mean, so audio and visually, that trainer thing doesn't really work, is what you're trying to say. It doesn't work on the pod.
Nah, because
as
they
a
can't see
audio,
me on
yeah.
the pod.
And it doesn't work on the video because you can't raise your leg high enough.
Sorry, guys. All to disappoint.
Oh, it's terrible.
Anyway, we're not
Yes.
here to talk about my trainers.
No, we're not. We're here to talk about Tabitha's trainers, which are New Balance.
Okay.
Mm.
No more judgment from you.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
done
okay,
with you.
okay, I'm
Like,
sorry.
this is why we don't talk.
I can fully appreciate that. I wouldn't either if I wasn't
Don't know
cursing
how
the
you
podcast
do
with
it,
him.
really.
Joking.
You're not joking. You're not joking at all.
No.
So, Tabitha, tell us about your darkest and deepest secrets.
Cut the cameras.
You know what? I don't even have any secrets.
Do you not? Do you see yourself as
No.
quite an open book?
Selectively, like, I don't know. As of recently, I think I'm becoming a bit more open. I'm like finding myself and being like, it's okay just to express myself and speak, because I'm so used to like bottling everything up. Like, I always did it. And now I'm 26. I'm like, wait a damn minute. Let me speak, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Put it out into the world.
Mm-hmm.
It's going well. It's been like a month.
Yeah.
No. You've changed since December of last year.
Really?
I've noticed a change, yeah.
And what's the change?
Yeah, what's the change?
Well, before, because you were working in a corporate job,
That's so true.
yeah, I
Oh,
think you were
really?
very kind of like, you
Depressed.
were balancing. Yes.
You're
Yes.
very what, sorry?
Depressed.
For
Yeah.
Real. It
But I
wasn't
think
for me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
it wasn't for you, but I also felt like it felt like you were kind of holding back,
Mm-hmm.
probably because you were depressed. And then this year, you've been just out of control.
Well,
In a good way?
Yeah, in a good way,
In the
yeah.
best way?
Yeah, in a good way,
Okay.
yeah. LA, then you're going to Greece
yeah.
next week.
Greece.
Amazing.
Yeah, with my
Work
sister.
or leisure?
No, just me and my sister are both June babies, so we're gonna go on a little
Oh,
holiday.
that's so nice.
But yeah, I just came back from LA like 3 weeks ago. I cried for 2 days when I had to leave. I was so sad.
Really?
So sad. I
LA
felt like
life.
I found my people for real. Like,
Really? LA is where it's at for you.
Yeah. so
What
I'm
is it?
going
Because
back.
it's a proper lifestyle, isn't it? I've heard from people that go to LA that it's just so idealistic. in
It
terms
was
of
like
the way
a
that they
different
live.
world. Like
Yeah.
the people and like I have never been as open with people as I was in LA with people that I didn't even know that well.
As in, when you say open, you mean talking to them,
Yes, not
say
like
anything you want. Yeah.
legs open. That's not what I meant. I mean speaking and but I think
Would you like to raise your leg to the camera?
Oh!
Okay, sure.
that's all you had to do, girl. That's all you had to do. But yeah, but I was talking to someone the other day and I think it's where I live in this tiny town and everyone has known me from birth. So everyone's got these ideas about me and they form their opinion. And I just was like, okay, whatever. So it was the first time really going somewhere and being able to like create myself and I don't know, be perceived the way that I wanted to be perceived for the
Yeah.
first time. So I feel like that was
Eye opener.
good. Yeah. I was like,
I
this
always
is-
felt like you were too big for your town. And I think
agree.
you always knew that. And I think you're still in your town. And I think one day you're going to be like, fuck this, I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm leaving
Yeah.
this town. Yeah. I think you're way
Yeah.
too big for... I think you limit yourself.
What, to fit the
Yes.
space that you're in?
Yeah, I kind of feel like I've been surrounded by so many people that are just happy in this tiny little box. They don't leave the town. They'll just do this job that they don't really like because they feel like, well, this is what we're supposed to do. You know, we grow up in this town, we get a job in this town, we die in this town. I was like,
No, thank you.
can't, like-
Yeah.
I can't do it.
You shouldn't.
So I'm not going to do
Shouldn't
it.
Good.
So
Fantastic.
this year has probably like been the best year for me in terms of
In your life.
in terms of like realizing things. And I sound like Kylie Jenner. This is the year of realizing things. But like, I don't know, I feel positive for the first time, which is
You can
good.
tell as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I can tell. That's what she said. I can tell as well.
That's so beautiful. And do you think that is stemming from the fact that you left your corporate job?
Yes.
That was the big...
I think that, as well as last year, like since the Chirs Brown video, I feel like I met loads of really, really amazing people, all American. Like, I don't know, I just found my people, and like all these opportunities kind of came open. Like, I was flown out to LA and Vegas for Chris's birthday party. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, I didn't know
that
that.
shit don't happen every day.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
That's incredible.
Yeah, so we were
What was that
partying
like?
in Vegas. So much fun.
Oh
so
my
much
God,
fun.
Vegas as well.
Is
It
that
was
why
my
you were
first
in
time.
LA?
Yeah, so I flew out to LA, and then the next morning we flew out to Vegas for his birthday. So we had like his birthday celebrations, and then we had the Lovers and Friends Festival the next day.
Oh, no.
And then a couple of days later, I went back to LA, and I was just kind of exploring. And that's when I was like, this is my home.
Nice.
That is nice. You don't get that feeling a lot as well.
No.
Well, personally, I've not had that feeling a lot. You know, when you've been like, this is my place.
Yeah, I've
You
never
know.
felt it before. So I was so emotional, actually, when I was like, this is where I want to be.
Oh, wow.
Like, this is it.
That's a big statement.
I know, and it's like, okay, girl, you've not seen that many places, but it was just a feeling, and like maybe it's temporary. Maybe I'll be there for a while and be like, okay, somewhere else is going to be my home now, but I'm going
Right
with
now,
it.
you're feeling that LA's the
Yeah.
one.
Yep.
Okay.
Love that.
Some people are like, you know what? I want to live in London. She's like, no,
LA.
LA. It's not good
Yeah.
enough. London's not good enough.
No.
Straight to LA.
I mean, London and LA are two very different places
They are very
anyway.
different.
Like, in terms of just like climate for one, the people, the lifestyle, the mentalities. I get it.
How do you feel about? I'm going to call you a term, but it doesn't mean necessarily this is a term that you are.
Okay.
But I'm going to say it anyway.
Say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel about being a music video model?
I never saw myself as that. Like,
I don't
I've
think you
done
are.
other stuff. I don't know. I've only really done the videos that I really, really wanted to do, though. It's not like I was just like, let me just do all of them. I did the ones that I was like, this is fun. Like, I don't know, like Chirs Brown, like, I loved his music when I was young. It was like, I have to do that. KSI, it was my first ever like leading lady role, and I was so excited. Like, music videos come up, and it's just like, I don't know, I don't do it unless I really, really want to do it. I'm very selective, so I don't know, I wouldn't say I'm like a video vixen.
No, you're not.
That's
I don't
not
think you
video
are.
That's
vixen.
not what I want to be, no.
I don't
Is that
think
the
you are.
term?
I think that is the
Yeah.
term.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it's
a
cool.
term.
Is it cool?
Who's a music video model? Video
Vixen
vixen.
better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because people do, they kind of, you start doing music videos and they get stuck there.
That's
And
what I was going to say.
I
yeah.
don't feel like I've got stuck there.
I don't think you are stuck there. I think you've had the luxury of being in a couple of massive, like KSI's massive,
Yeah.
Chirs Brown's massive. You haven't done any grimy, well, maybe you have done some grimy ones, okay. So you've avoided.
This guy.
Oh, put the shovel down, Max.
Yeah,
It's okay.
I don't know. You might have done some grimy ones before you joined, but you didn't, so that's great. But you tend to get picked for the massive ones,
Yeah.
which is so cool. And it kind of comes back to a conversation we were having yesterday, which I'm going to bring up on the podcast, which is the privilege.
Oh, God, the privilege.
The privilege. I think we were talking about who's the most privileged group of people in the world.
Oh, wow. That's a conversation.
It was,
and a
I don't know
half.
how
It was
we
a
got
quick
there.
one, though. It
I
wasn't a
don't know
long
how we got there.
It was a quick one, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
quick
we really just
conversation.
kind of like stepped into that conversation. Even though it's such a deep conversation, then it was just,
We disappeared.
see ya.
Yeah, literally.
of you.
Yeah, yeah. But I think you were saying mixed race girls get the most privilege.
Other
in
than
the
white
universe.
people. Yeah.
Other than white people, yeah. No, I think you said mixed race girls get the most because
No. Second. Well, it depends on the situation, but white people. Because I'm seeing it a lot on TikTok as well, like pretty privilege, and that's definitely a huge thing. But I also feel like there's just like this massive fetish for mixed race girls. And it's like, I don't know, it seems to be like a privilege.
It is, well, definitely is a privilege. Not that you get to choose. Like,
I want to be this.
Yeah. So do you feel the privilege?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I wish I was like that.
It feels bad to say it though. It feels like
You shouldn't. You should embrace it. Anything that's beneficial to you should embrace it, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. You didn't embrace. You got flown out to LA and Vegas.
For my great personality, actually. I am fun to be around.
Sorry, for your personality, yes.
Yes.
So, how does it feel? Such a dumb question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. How does it feel to be mixed race? Because I've had this conversation with a lot of models, especially because on our website we kind of put people in boxes, which is counterproductive to what the agency is. So you'll be in the black page, for example, when in actuality you may not feel like you identify with being black, you may feel identify being white. So how does it feel? It's such a generalized question, but how does it feel to be mixed race?
I was thinking about this sometime last year, and I felt like, and it feels kind of bad to say, again, it comes back to privilege, because I haven't experienced much like racism in my life, and I think it's because I'm mixed and I'm so light-skinned that people they don't really put me into that black category, so I don't face too much. I've had a few comments on Instagram, like racist comments. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, and
like
it was
what?
like monkey emojis.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah. Last year, I remember it was like the first like racist encounter I'd actually had in my adult life, and I was like, this is so alien to me, because normally I'm just the tanned girl that no one really cares to insult, you know? So yeah.
What was that for? What, one of your posts or something?
Yeah, someone started commenting like monkey emojis, and I was like, are you okay? And then he just like sent loads and loads, and he was just making
monkey
it like
emojis.
just making it like really clear. I was like, okay. It's just one of those fake accounts though, you know,
those trolling accounts.
Fuck.
And at first I was like, this is so laughable, like I really don't care. And then I was like, actually I might cry.
Do care.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's saddening.
It is saddening.
It's very saddening.
So
What the fuck?
So up until then, would you say that you've not really felt like you would say that you're black necessarily? You'd say you're mixed race.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you were brought up in Cambridge.
No, I was born in Cambridge, but
okay.
I was born in Cambridge, but I was made in the Royal Navy.
Oh yeah.
No, I am born in Cambridge, but I have been where I am forever.
For the rest of your life.
Which is pretty much a very white town, but still, I've never felt like I stood out, because I am just really light. And I grew up like straightening my hair, I guess I was just trying to be invisible. I was fitting in. Yeah. And now I'm like, let me not do that so much. Let me just embrace being myself a bit, because I've not really done that. So I need to like learn. I don't even know how to do my hair. Like when my hair's curly, I'm like, I don't know. Let me go to YouTube. I've always straightened it. I'm like, I'm a Caucasian girl. You know? That's what I've been doing. So now I'm like, let me just learn about myself.
Yeah.
So
I love that.
That's
when did the switch happen from you wanting to fit in and to you wanting to stand out?
To an extent, I feel like it was only like last year, because I was still like, there was one day last year I said, I'm just gonna have my hair curly, or like I just need to go into town. Like, why am I gonna go through hours of blow drying? And I was walking down the street and I was just getting more looks than usual, and I felt like, oh my god, people like noticing me in a different way. Like now they're like, oh, she's black. I was like, am I gonna I don't know how to deal with this. Like, the racist's gonna come out. Like, did they not know?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, did they not know that you're black? Like, they must have known you're black.
People really struggle to tell where I'm from. Like, a woman the other day was like, "Are you Turkish?" No.
Turkish.
Yeah. Some people are like, "Are you half Chinese?" Where?
Where?
Where? So
how did we get here?
People just never really know.
I think they just don't want to call you back.
Like it's an offence.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I don't want to call you
There
back.
is still that stigma, especially in like the where you're from as well. I can imagine that being still such a stigma of, you know, not wanting to offend you, when in actuality it's
it doesn't
not
offend
offensive.
it. Yeah.
It's not an offensive.
It's like they don't want to say the word
crazy.
black. Oh, you must be Chinese. You must be Turkish.
Yeah, you must.
You can't be black. You're definitely not black.
No.
Yeah, I think that's
I
what it is.
remember being in Wilkinson's years ago, and like
That's
my
not a
hair
good start
was.
to your story. by
I
the
know.
way.
Oh,
I was
Wilkinson's.
a teenager. Like I had no money, and I was queuing up, and my hair was still. I think it was straightened still, but you can always tell. Like I can't get every single little curl. You can tell. There was this lady behind me, and I could just feel someone touching my hair, and I was like, "This has never happened before, but here we go." She was like, "Wow, like what are you?"
Not what are you?
Human. I was like, she was
What?
old, and I was like, okay, like whatever. She was like, yeah, where are you from? Like, what is this? Just touching my hair.
What is this?
What is
What
this?
I
is
was like,
this?
I'm just a girl. I'm trying to get my sweets. Like, it was weird.
Oh god, yeah, the touching the hair thing's funny. I've had that. It's like, how does it feel?
Such a
Yeah.
weird thing to do,
like-
isn't
It's
it? Like,
Hair. How does it
violating.
feel? It is so
Yeah.
violating.
so
Have you had anyone touch your hair?
No, I don't think so.
Okay,
No.
interesting.
it's a
No.
black thing.
I think,
It
yeah,
is a
I think
black
it's
thing,
more
yeah.
for like the
Texture.
texture of black hair, yeah, rather
Yeah.
than, yeah, no.
So weird. Why do you want to know how the hair feels?
Yeah, like, why'd you care? Is
Why'd you
this
care?
real?
But I just think it's the audacity of just touching someone's hair that you don't know, touching someone that you don't know in
Yeah.
general, just crossing that boundary, that physical boundary
Yeah.
is wild.
It
People
really
think that they
is.
have the
chutzpah.
huh?
Chutzpah.
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 Chutzpah. What's
Never
that?
heard that.
You've not heard of chutzpah?
Chutzpah.
I think what you're going to say is people think they have the privilege.
Privilege, yeah,
Yeah.
that's the word I
But
was trying to think of.
doesn't mean privilege. Just
What's
like
chutzpah?
balls.
Balls.
Yeah.
Chutzpah. Cool.
Yeah. But you meant privilege, so
Balls and privilege.
yeah, to do that sort of shit.
Doof.
They would not do that to a non-woman. I don't think. I think it was a dude, 6'5". We've. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not cool. Not cool.
No.
Stop this. Stop this.
Get out of here.
Yeah, get out of here.
Get out of here. Yeah.
So obviously, you grew up thinking maybe you were white. Or did you know you were?
I knew what I
You
was,
knew what you
but it
was.
was just like in school. I think there was, off the top of my head, there was one other girl, and she looked like me, but she was always embracing her hair, and I was like, I can't do
Can't
it.
embrace it. Why not?
I think I was just such a shy person trying to blend in, like so shy.
That you didn't want to stand out in any which way. So you
No,
just
so I was like, let me straighten my hair, let me hang around these blonde white girls and just pretend
Just blend in.
I'm white and blonde. Yeah, just
how do you
you-
feel now that sorry.
No, please say.
No,
it.
I was just gonna say, how do you feel now that you're not conforming, that you're not trying to fit in? Is it liberating, or do you still feel that
Yeah.
little sense of like nervousness because you're getting these looks, you're getting this attention?
I feel like I just don't care now. I'm like, people are gonna look regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't really care. I feel like I'm finally at a place where I'm like, I'm just doing what works best for me. Like, I really don't care about your opinion. If I'm not hurting you, like, what?
Is that
why
in
do you
general? In general?
care? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like, do what you want if you're not hurting somebody. You know? Like,
Do you not agree?
Do what you want as long as you're not hurting someone.
yeah.
Yeah.
Live your life, but don't hurt
Yeah.
others. And then
Yeah.
it's like, what's the problem?
I do agree. I think what it is, that transition is very hard to attain. And you've gone through it, which is amazing, because prior to that, the world is kind of dark. Like, if you're looking around and thinking about everyone, thinking what they're thinking about you, maybe, like you said, you were shy as a youngster, that inflates the problem as well. Would you say that you're more introverted than introverted now?
I'm still very much an introvert. But
Okay.
I think I've trained myself to be an extrovert when I need to be.
Mm-hmm.
But that comes with modeling and stuff as well. Like, I'm very like, but then after a shoot, you'll receive feedback like, she was smiling and she was happy and she was great. And I was like, what a performance. Wow. Because by nature, I just keep to myself.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I get that. We've spoken about this before, about especially in this industry, modelling definitely, and in other aspects of the industry, just being a creative, I guess, in general, that regardless of whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, in order to, for lack of a better term, get the job done, you have to kind of perform.
Yeah.
You have to push yourself to be that extroverted person, because that's what this industry is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a model as well.
Of course, it's,
Yeah.
especially
The whole
if
thing
you're
is-
in front of the camera,
Yeah.
it goes without saying, doesn't it? How do you find that, being an introvert and then having to perform and be an extrovert? Do you find does it come naturally to you?
It does, actually. I don't know. I feel like ever since I was young, I was like, I really want to be in films. Like, I feel like we were all like it as a child, but it was like music videos. What a dream. Like, you'd be in the car, like...
You do. When you're in the car, sitting in the back, a sad song comes on and it's raining. Oof.
Yeah, window cracked a little bit, get a bit of wind.
Roll the cameras.
Yeah, so I was always kind of like, I was always ready to perform in a way.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Amazing.
You're always ready to perform. So the extrovert's inside you.
Yeah.
She wants to come out. I think she's coming
Sometimes.
out. I think she's coming out.
Yeah.
Ah.
And it's also
yeah.
about the people, the company. Like, I feel like I'm an extrovert when I'm comfortable and with people that, you know, I like. Otherwise, I'm like silent. It's like, can she speak? No. No. She can't even hear you.
No.
Like,
She's not here.
no. Yeah. So it's all about the people as well.
Okay. How did you, being a shy young girl, how did you realise that you actually had potential to model?
I feel like it was just people constantly from a young age saying, you should do this, you should do this, you should do this. So I was like, okay, let me just do this. And then it was like, oh, actually, I do like this.
Okay.
It was just another thing of, I'm doing what I'm told. I'm such a people pleaser. I was. Not anymore. No, as
Amazing.
of recently. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
what happened to make you change?
I was just so unhappy. I was just like, really like pushing myself down into this box to like make everyone else happy and comfortable. And I was just like, I hate this. Like, I hate it. What's the point? Like, so now I'm like,
Not doing it.
Selfish era has taken over.
Yeah.
The selfish era.
The selfish era.
Finally.
Selfish eras are so important, though.
It is
They
self-care
are.
to be selfish
It's
a little bit.
Yeah.
Not too much.
Yeah. We gotta
There's a
Oh.
balance.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, take the whole thing.
take the whole
Take the
the
whole
whole
thing.
pot.
Take the whole thing. If you're going there, go take the whole thing.
Yeah. Have you ever been in your selfish era?
I'm in it now.
You in it now?
Yeah.
Love that. Look at us all in our selfish
Yeah.
eras.
I was talking to a friend the other day. She's got a cat, and she was like, "Why didn't you get a cat?" And I said, "I love cats." She
Yeah.
said, "Why didn't you get one?" I went, "Because I'm selfish." I don't
Yeah,
look after
pets are a
cat.
whole other
But they
level.
just don't even need much. Like, they're selfish. Cats are...
Exactly. But I don't want to feed them
vibing.
even.
You're not about that.
No.
Not
I
about
want to
that
feed myself.
caretaking.
No.
Fair. All
Yeah.
right. I mean,
When he has kids, I pray for them.
You found modelling because people kept telling you that you look amazing and you're beautiful and you're wonderful. And then you were like, yes, I am.
that's me.
That's me.
Yeah, well, it was a process. I still have those days where I'm like, ew, and I will not leave the house. Like, I've got to get shit done, but I just don't want to be seen. Don't want to be seen.
Really?
I still really, really struggle with, like, confidence and stuff.
Really? How long have you been in the industry for?
A couple of years.
I was only since you joined us. I think you were M Models before.
Yeah, but when was COVID? Like, I feel like
2020.
I signed and then it was COVID. So I wasn't really doing anything for a while. So, yeah, I'd say a couple of years I've been.
I think you joined us 2021. So you
Yeah.
must have been with M Models in 2020. So about
Yeah,
2 to 3 years, basically.
I started late, really.
Yeah.
I'm 26.
Yeah, I guess so.
So I
Maybe.
did start late. And I remember people going, it's too late for you now.
Really?
Watch this.
I feel like that's definitely changing though. That like the age bracket of when it's acceptable to get into the industry and be a model. That's definitely getting away
Yeah.
from traditional.
you were 24 when you joined, so
There you go.
for sure it's definitely.
And they say that like 25 is the cut-off point. So,
But don't you feel like people in general are starting to look younger? Like,
No.
I don't know.
Really?
Not the younger generation. They look like 10 years older. You see 16-year-olds looking 26.
what I guess what I mean is when you're older,
They're looking younger.
you're looking younger. Yeah,
I think skincare is a big
skincare, dieting,
skincare is such a big
skincare
thing
dieting.
now.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
skincare is definitely
Working out
factored
and
into
stuff
that.
like that,
Yeah,
like-
exactly.
a lot of people now, celebrities especially, probably
So-
having
yeah.
Botox done.
Self-care culture's definitely peaked or like been
since lockdown. I
Yeah,
think.
since lockdown, I think everyone's just taking care of themselves. Do you know what I mean?
But there's so many like procedures as well now. Like, is your skin not as glowy? Let me inject you. Like, you can do anything now.
Yeah.
Anything. And
Would
I'm
you do
like,
that?
No.
Okay.
I've never done anything like that at all. And there's times where I've been like, oh my God, I really want a boob job. And then I'm like, why? Why?
For what?
For who?
Yeah.
Just put a bra on. Free boob job for real.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying though. I totally get it. What's the reason that you don't want the any procedures? Is there something specific that you don't like about it, or is it just not something that's ever fazed you?
Well, the risk is like, I'm not for the risk of fucking around with my body and my
You're
face.
talking about reduction or increase?
Not reduction, just like
A lift.
stay.
Okay.
Just like sit. No, like if I try and jump, I'm gonna like uppercut myself, you know? Like it's not fun. So, but I feel like once you start, you just don't stop. And I'm like, I'm not gonna do that.
Like Pringles.
Yeah. Once you pop, you don't stop. I know if I get my boobs done, I'm gonna get everything. Everything. So I'm not doing it. I refuse. I'm not doing it.
Just imagine Tabitha in a couple of years, just massive lips.
I
Yeah,
used to
can we
want
get you
lip
back on
fillers.
this?
I really wanted lip
Did
fillers. And I was
you?
like, let me not.
Please don't.
I'm never gonna.
Yeah.
Never.
In general, I don't think anyone should have anything done. However, if you're unhappy,
It's a
why
confidence
not?
thing,
It's a
isn't it?
confidence thing.
Yeah.
Why not?
I've known
Why
so
not?
many people in my life who have been beautiful to an external eye, and they've not necessarily felt great in themselves. They've had something done, and the confidence switch, the energy switch is massive. So if it works for you, it works for you. You know.
I feel like for me it would be the opposite. Like I'd get one thing done, I'd be like, I feel so good about this. Let me do everything else so I can feel good about
The floodgates.
everything.
Open the floodgates.
Yeah.
So I'm not
So
gonna.
any girl who's listening to you right now, or any guys who listen to you right now, you've just done Chirs Brown's music video, KSI's music video, and you're saying that you still some days wake up and you're like, I don't feel like I look great.
Yeah. There are
Which is-
days where I'm like disgusted by myself. Like, don't want to leave the house. Cap on. Like sometimes I'm like, I miss COVID masks because it was just you can just see this. Like I could hide.
That was a good time, to be fair.
Right?
Yeah.
Got a spot
It was-
mask.
Oh my god!
That was so good, right?
Yeah, when the spots came
I was
out to
living
play.
for it. Don't worry about that.
Mask time.
It's a pandemic,
Mask time. Yeah. Safety first.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Okay. Why do you think that is? Why? Because that's okay. From the outside looking in, what you're saying sounds ridiculous, but I know that's not
What part was that ridiculous?
all of it. Ever since you started talking,
Yeah. I get that.
no, specifically about some days you can't even go outside because you feel. Now, from the outside looking in, it sounds ridiculous because you've done so many campaigns, not just music videos. You've done so many fashion campaigns and everything. So, yeah, from the outside looking in, if you're someone who maybe feels like they're not that beautiful or not that, they don't feel happy with themselves and heard what you've achieved as a model, they may feel like, oh my God, that's ridiculous. Like, you look amazing. You've done so much. But then it's very different from the inside looking out.
Yeah. I've always been like really like when people are like, oh, but you are pretty, you're not fat, blah blah. It's like, but this is how I feel. Stop invalidating how I feel.
Absolutely.
Like if I'm saying I feel this way, you can't say you have no right to feel that way. Like I can feel what I want to feel.
Totally.
Amen.
If I feel ugly, let me feel ugly. Don't tell me like, you can't feel ugly.
What would change? What can change that? Like in the day, if you feel ugly in the morning,
Nothing
can change that.
No. Sometimes you just have, I don't know if you do. Like, do you have those days you wake up and you're just like, ew, I'm not feeling myself. But then the next morning you can be like, actually, I'm glowing a bit different today. I don't know. I feel like especially like around that time of the month.
I was going to say hormones play into that massively.
Yeah, I just feel crap. My skin is kind of shit. Like,
and that's okay. I think you just got to ride the wave with those things. Yeah, being a woman,
it's hard.
It's
sometimes I just don't want to do it. Men are lucky. They are and they aren't. I can see there's pros and cons to both.
Yeah, there
all
is.
of them. There's it. Whatever. Let's not go there. There's too many. All the genders have pros and cons.
Yes, they do indeed.
So you find time to zone out.
I am zoned out right now.
I'm
always zoned out. Like,
but sometimes when you just pause and you're just like, you know what, that's it, I'm done. For example, not going out every day.
My evenings are me zoned out.
Okay. What are you doing when you're zoned out?
Making shit up in my mind. Stories. I have such a good imagination. I feel like I never really grew out of just like making up these scenarios in my head and being like, oh my god, this is so good. Like, I'm just a child, honestly. I'm like, I need to heal my inner child.
You need to heal the inner child by letting the inner child out sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not one to go out for like drinks and go clubbing and stuff. So like my ideal evening is like watching something on Netflix and zoning out in my sweatpants, no makeup, like
just
brain off, not having to perform for anyone, whether it's a job like or just being in a social situation. Like, I just can't be bothered. I feel like especially like if your job is to be like,
yeah,
it's
you need
really
that balance.
nice to just
to decompress.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, for sure. I think a lot of people feel like they have to be on all the time
To maintain that energy.
Yeah. But it's good to hear from you, who's been successful. But you don't need to do that. You can just chill out. You don't have to go out and go drinking and networking and all that shit. You can just literally go home and work on yourself. I think you're working on yourself in those moments, just letting your mind just rest. Do you feel like that will be a thing that you get rid of? Because it sounds like you are slowly getting rid of that.
What, like chilling?
Yeah.
On my own?
Yeah.
No, it's always going to be something I need.
To recharge.
Yeah, like even in Vegas, it's like, who wants to party with Chirs Brown in the penthouse? No, I'm going to go to my room. I'm hungry. I'm just chilling. Like, I'm tired. Like, I just want to get into the bed, order some sweet and sour chicken, and chill the fuck out. I can't do something constantly. Like, I just can't.
No.
Like, we already did something earlier. Guys, how many things do I have to do in one day? I'm not doing it. I'm going to my room. Right? Like, I just feel like I'm not willing to exhaust myself just to be like, I was there. I'm like truly, like, I'm trying to value my health and just, you know, chill the fuck out, because I don't want to feel horrible the next day. That just ruins.
You sound very similar to a model we spoke to recently on the last episode, where she's learned to just not chase things.
Let things come to her.
Towards her. And she doesn't feel like she needs to jump through hoops to make things happen. Her mental health is way more important than happiness is way more important than jumping through hoops and impressing people. And you sound like you've got to that stage where you're just like comfortable. You know what you can do, you know what you want to do, you know how to do it. Which is a safe space.
I finally have got there.
Prior to that, were you chasing a lot? I'm not just talking about modeling, I'm talking about life.
Yeah, I feel like I was a bit like just really trying to like grab everything, chase everything. But also like just, I don't know, I don't want to say attention, but kind of attention. Like, I don't know, I was like clinging to people and I was like, I think for validation, and now I'm finally somewhere like I don't really need other people to validate me. Not too much. A tiny bit. But like previously I needed it a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Do you feel the freedom in not needing that anymore?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Massively.
So, OnlyFans, music videos, let's conflate them together.
Why do you OnlyFans? Where did you get this from?
I'm just talking about OnlyFans, not you specifically on OnlyFans. I'm talking you're not on OnlyFans.
I don't have OnlyFans. Like I don't.
Is this a conversation you've had before then, I'm guessing?
I keep taking the piss out of her.
Like
taking the piss?
Yeah.
Oh, because of what?
Just in general. I do that just in general.
Yeah.
It's very on brand for you.
It is very on brand for me, yeah.
Fair play.
I would do it if I could, but no one's going to pay for me.
No.
They might. Who knows? Anyway, so the question was, so before on the last podcast, we were talking about people who do things in the industry and then they regret it a few years afterwards because it affects their personal lives. Do you feel like in the industry you are very selective about what you do so that you don't get to, don't get to that situation?
Yes. I'm very aware of things. I'm like, let me think this through massively. Like, I'm an anxious person, so naturally I'm overthinking everything. So yeah, I definitely pick and choose. Like if someone's like, do you want to be fully naked for like really good money, but it's going to go everywhere? No.
Really? 10 grand?
Fully naked, like no like pasties or anything.
Yeah.
No.
Amazing.
But it's like, if I was more confident, would my answer be different? Sometimes I wonder that, but I'd still like to say no. Because like I don't want my babies to be like, oh, you know?
Yeah.
What's that? You know? I don't want my like future little boy to get bullied at school.
So this is brilliant because we were talking about that before. So Kim Kardashian, how do you feel about her?
Go off, queen. Like she can do everyone can do what they want. It's just me personally.
Okay.
And like I'm not a billionaire, so it's gonna be taken even worse. Like people slate her for this, but she's a billionaire. She can do what the fuck she wants. Me, who am I? It's just gonna be like, that kid's mum just fucking got everything out. Don't know why. She probably didn't get paid that much because we know it's not millions.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you were a billionaire, you'd be fine with that. Oh.
I don't know. I still, in myself now, I'm like, I'm not confident enough for that. Like, I don't want my full-on boobs out. No.
And I think if you're not comfortable with it now, it's exactly.
Sure.
It's a sign. It's a flag.
Yeah, I really don't like the idea of anything I don't feel good about being released. Like, it's happened, like not nudes, but like there's always going to be pictures that you don't like. As a model, you don't get to be like, can you not release that one, please? But they've all been like completely innocent, like, I just don't like my face there. It's not that deep. It's not like, oh, my boobs are like,
my kids are gonna see that.
Yeah. So
I think that for me, if I was a model, that'd be the one thing that I would be cautious about is the kids seeing stuff that you've done that's not conducive to parenting.
It's not even just kids. It's like my nan is like a huge supporter of everything I do. How's she gonna support that? Like she's gonna be like, let me post this on Facebook, like, because she does. She posts like, oh, you know, my granddaughter's in the Barbie film. Here's my granddaughter's tits. I'm not.
Go off,
I don't
man.
think that she wants to do that. I really am thinking about everyone.
Okay, if it was just yourself, your own opinion you had to worry about, everyone else's opinion,
I know that I'd still hate it. I wouldn't be happy with it, so
it's a no.
No.
That's fair.
No, thank you.
No, thanks.
But if you have offers, send them in. Anyway, just in case.
We'd like to review them.
I'll think about it.
You just told me about grandma. I don't think I will be doing that.
Okay.
Poor
Bless
grandma.
her. Bless Jenny.
Bless Jenny.
Is that her name, Jenny?
Yeah, Jenny.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Cool name.
Jenny
That's a
Green.
cool name.
She's
really
a
cool name.
postwoman. Oh, Jenny.
Oh.
So grandma is white?
Yes.
Okay.
Like my mother.
Like your mother?
No,
it could have been,
kind of.
It could have, yeah, kind of like your mother. It could have been your dad. Could have been your dad's mum.
No. Immediately no.
Immediately no.
Daddy issues is a different podcast. Like, we don't have time.
I thought we were going to do a podcast called Daddy Issues, weren't we?
That would be so cool.
That was so cool.
That would have been a really cool one.
Yeah.
That's so triggering.
Daddy Issues.
Yeah.
So,
I'm triggered. Let me know.
So, what's your 5-year plan?
Oh. Do you know what? I've never actually made myself a 5-year plan. I feel like maybe now I can, but previously I've been so unhappy that I was never really even looking to the future. I was just like miserable today, miserable tomorrow. But now I'm like, oh my God, like I would love to be living in LA in the next couple of years.
On a rooftop?
I want a big fancy house in LA. Not even a big fancy house. I want a nice apartment in LA.
Yes.
Like just vibing with my friends. Like still working. I still want to work. I want to be doing some dope campaigns. Really want a fucking Savage Fenty runway thing.
Okay.
You know, that's my dream.
That's the dream.
One of the
That's
dreams.
a good
One of
dream.
my career dreams. I love that shit so much. Rihanna,
Incredible.
if you're watching.
You're close. I mean, maybe Rihanna's not going to use you because you're Chris Brown link.
She's friends with Chris Brown.
Is she?
Apparently.
Who told you
I didn't
that?
ask him.
He told you.
I just see it a lot. Like,
Oh, okay.
they
I've seen certain
seem
things
to
about that as
kind
well.
of support each other. Like, he's very supportive of everything that she does, and I don't think there's any like
Aminosity. How was it being on Chris Brown's set? Because I remember when I got the call that came in, and they were like, "It's Chris Brown," and they want Tabitha. And I told you, and you were like, "What?"
I know.
Say what?
Say what?
I was like, what the fuck?
You literally were. You're screaming.
I was screaming.
Oh,
like,
that's amazing.
I was so happy because as a child I was like, oh my God, I love this guy. I love his music. So yeah, it was like really surreal. I remember thinking, oh, maybe we won't even see him. Maybe it'll be a bit separate.
That's what I thought as well.
No.
Yeah, she saw him was there.
And WizKid as well. So to work with them both was like really, really cool.
Oh my God.
On set, what was your role?
Look cute.
I believe that was on the call sheet.
Pretty much. Yeah, we were just kind of walking back and forth. Like, they had this vision, and looking at the set, I was like, huh? Like, I don't know if you've seen the pictures of the set versus the shot.
No, I've seen the video, but not the set.
Okay, I'll have to show you. It was literally just like green screen and then some steps.
It's green screen.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
I thought that was a built set, to be
it's
fair,
alright.
from the final video.
Yeah, it's just green screen and then just a block of steps. But in the video, it's like steps all the way around, and it looks really, really cool.
So it's separate blocks, and they put it together in the edit.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So
That's some mad post-production.
Yeah.
I genuinely thought that was
Yeah,
built.
so
It
did I.
looks built.
That is
Look
amazing.
at that.
no, it was really, really
Technology.
cool.
Yes.
I love that though. I love being on set and like you see what it looks like, and then you actually watch it, and it's like the things you can do, like
Yeah.
the creativity, and like who came up with this. Like, I just love it.
It is crazy.
Really, really love it.
Do you see a difference between being on a music video set to just being on a shoot set? Like for a campaign, for example?
Yeah, I think so. They're just very different.
Yeah.
I don't know. Really different vibes. I guess it depends on the artist as well, because like I really can't compare like the Chris Brown set to like
KSI?
even that. Yeah. KSI's funny.
Yeah.
Chunkz was my favourite.
Oh, Chunkz.
Oh,
My
Chunkz.
on-screen husband.
Chunkz. Oh, yes, he was.
Was that the role?
Yeah, so talk us through
my
what was the
God.
concept
Yeah,
again? I
talk about the
forgot.
role.
So it was KSI and Oliver Tree. They have a song called Voices. And the concept was kind of like, I'm dating KSI. We're having this great dinner. And then he's just goofing off. And it just like completely turns me off. I'm fuming.
There's loads of tomato ketchup on
Yeah,
his face,
we're like
right?
Lady in the Tramp moment with the spaghetti. And then he just like slurps it up and ketchup's all over him. And it's just like, okay, bye. On to the next. So then I'm dating Oliver Tree. And he's kind of being funny. He's got the 2 chips with the ketchup, being like a vampire or whatever. I don't know. Like the little blood. And then he drops one, it goes on my white dress. It's like, okay, you're done. And then in the end, I meet Chunkz, and it's like a happily ever after.
Aww, that's
Love
really
Chunkz.
creepy.
But
would
not
be
for
with
the
It
other
would be
guys.
with Chunkz.
Yeah.
Would you choose
Yeah.
Chunkz over Oliver Tree and KSI?
Yeah.
You would.
He's
Okay.
so sweet and funny.
Yeah, I feel like he'd be a very attentive partner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
really, really sweet. It was like really easy to play that role. Like, I hadn't met him before he sat down for that shot, and it was like, okay, now be in love. What? I just met him. Like, I don't even know his real name. And it's like, okay, now like kiss her hand and just be really cute. But it just came so easy. Like, it wasn't awkward at all. Like, sometimes you think, oh, this is gonna be awkward. Like, this random man is kissing my hand
Yeah.
in front of like all these people.
Yeah.
It was perfectly fine.
How do your romantic partners feel about you being in alongside Chirs Brown or KSI, or pretending to be someone's husband? Or
I don't have anyone now, but like they've definitely not.
they've not liked it?
No.
Really? Have they given any reason as to why they don't like it, or it's just been a dislike?
Jealousy, I guess.
Jealousy and
Don't
ego, I
even-
imagine, is like two prominent
Maybe
factors.
ego, and it's like you're disrespecting me was a big one. I was like, but it's fake.
This is in the land of make believe.
Exactly.
Yeah, like
It's
it's
work.
not real.
Yeah, it's work.
It's
It's
work.
a job.
And I was never able to understand that. I was like, this is what I do. You know what I do. So how can you come into my life and be like, I don't want you to do that? I was already doing it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to change my life and stuff to fit you. And I did a little bit. And now I'm like,
Did you?
yeah, there were certain things. It was like, don't do that. And I was like, okay, fine. Just to save the arguments.
Yeah.
It's like I'm missing out on opportunities that I actually really want just to make someone else feel a bit better.
People pleasing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I said selfish.
Can really
errors.
hold you back, people
can.
pleasing, you
It
know?
can.
And you don't realise it until you're out of it.
Yes.
That you are like, fuck, like that's really helped me. And then when you get into your selfish era, you're like,
Game over.
game over.
It's game over.
Exactly.
Which you're in now. Which you're in now. So we have a closing question.
Oh, God.
I'm looking at Kez like she's got one.
Do you have one?
You've got a
It's
closing
like
question, no?
staring contest. Closing question. So
Yeah,
you said you have. So you said you have your professional dream is the Savage Fenty runway.
Yeah.
What's your personal dream?
Honestly, just being happy and happiness, health, love, and I just want my cute little healthy babies. Like,
Yeah.
I want to be a mother one day. That's my dream. Like,
Such a cute dream.
I've said it for ages, and people are like, that's your dream? Yes, it's my dream to have happy little healthy babies. Like, what's wrong with that?
No, I love
It's one
that.
of my dreams. I have a few. But
I think nowadays it's quite unpopular to say you want to have kids.
Yeah,
and
you want to be a
happy.
mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't know why.
It's gone the other way, hasn't it? Because
has.
before it was like the woman's
Frowned
ideal
upon.
was like to just be a mother. You couldn't work. It was frowned upon.
Yeah.
But now it's all about, you know, being a boss bitch, being, you
Yeah,
know.
you can do both.
So you can so
You can do
both.
both. You can do both.
Absolutely, you can.
Yep. Get the husband in the kitchen, get him working with the kids, get him staying at home.
Oh, the dream.
Watch you go out. The dream.
Love a house husband.
Yeah, like,
Will that get me cancelled? I don't know.
No, that won't.
No.
The complete opposite, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
they're gonna be flooding in.
Perfect.
They're like,
Yeah. Send in
I
your
don't have
resumes.
to work anymore. These men are gonna be
House
like, yes.
husbands.
Yeah, house
Finally
husband.
be
Yeah.
a fucking dusty. A dusty. You know that woman on TikTok? Sprinkle, sprinkle.
Sprinkle, sprinkle. On that
Oh,
note,
God. Yes. We're going to sprinkle you out the room.
Rude.
that's in the same basket as tag team, I feel. That didn't feel
Oh,
right.
my God. The tag team thing. Let's not talk about that again.
All right.
I don't know what you guys are talking
Please.
about. I've never heard of that before in my life.
We'll tell you in a bit. Let's outro.
This camera is all yours. You're going to tell the people where they can find you.
In a hole. If you want to find me, I'm in a hole.
She's in a hole.
You can
okay.
find me on Instagram. You can find me on... Soon, you'll find me everywhere. I'm manifesting it. You see that billboard? That's my face.
See that hole?
I really
That's her house.
I want a billboard.
It's all about balance.
This year or next year, claiming it, I want a billboard.
Looking at me. Okay, cool. I guess
The
you want me to
pressure
get her
is
a
on.
billboard.
No pressure.
No pressure at all.
I really, really want one.
Okay, so you're projecting your wants onto. I guess that's my job.
I mean,
Yeah, it's like
it's not projecting.
Yeah, not projecting at all.
Yeah.
make it happen.
Make it happen now. Okay, I'll make it happen.
Thanks.
Kez, what do you want?
What do I want?
What do you want
from him?
From you?
I want a raise.
Exactly. Exactly. A raise in a house,
exactly.
and a car. Okay.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Dragon.
All right. What do I want?
No
You.
cares.
No. Okay, cool.
See you later. Thanks for listening. No, I'm just kidding. What do you want, Marcus, from yourself?
I want.
A J-Lo.
Yeah.
A J-Lo lookalike is what Marcus wants.
Or J-Lo.
Or just J-Lo.
Or just J-Lo.
Fine.
Yeah. That's all I want in life.
Perfect.
Why can't I just have that?
Easy.
She's married.
Oh, yeah.
There is that.
Everyone forgets about poor Ben.
You know what? He looks very angry at the minute. They're going to break up.
does.
They're
Does
gonna break
he?
up. Yeah, he's always angry.
Oh.
They're not having a good time.
Oh, that's
I've
a
got a
shame.
chance.
But that's what we
There you
assume.
go. That's your
You
moment.
never know.
Sort of swoop in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only thing stopping you is Ben.
Angry Ben.
It's angry Ben. That's your only blocker in this whole interaction.
Don't, I can make it happen. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Just
I think so.
bide my time.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Sure. What do you mean sure?
Sure. Yes. Yes.
Wow. So you guys have got dreams and hopes, and I have to make them happen, and you crush my dreams and hopes. So, okay, cool.
We don't crush
just
them.
feel like ours
We're
are
just
more
managing your
realistic.
Spit on them.
expectations.
Spit on them.
Don't
Lightly
get your hopes
step.
up, but we'll try.
Oh wow. Okay.
If I bump into her in LA, I'll let you know.
Thanks everyone for listening.
It's been real.
Bye.